Kevin, can I just say, right, every time I do interviews, I have to, sit down and write up everything. I've been a massive fan of Grey's Anatomy for years. I've had a nap today. That's how relaxed I've been. Do you get that with people when they see you, that they stop and because you've been on our TV screens for so long, that they know who you are?
Yeah, yeah, they think they know me, but they don't really know me. They know that guy. It's great. It's great that it's people are watching it so avidly and so committed. I mean, our fan base is amazing, and the fact that we've been going for 17 years is. I still pinch myself. Nobody expects a TV show to last this long. Most actors never get a gig this long. I'm totally aware of how lucky we all are to be in this position. And hopefully long may it continue. I mean, the writers are the ones that carry a lot of this burden to keep the scripts fresh and relevant and engaging. It's challenging after this many years, and they do it every time, and it's a testament to them.
And do you remember your first week on Grace? Because it's not like anything else. There's high drama. You have made people laugh, cry, jump out of their seats. What is it like being on the set? Is it the exact same for people like me who would watch it on a weekly basis?
It's when I first started in the show, I was scared. I'd never been on a show that had already been going for 4 seasons up until that point. So, I was like, people going to be nice to me, and everybody was lovely. And Sandra Oh and I became very, very fast friends and collaborators, But yeah, it was intimidating when I first started the show. I still feel like I'm the new guy in the show, even though I've been here for 11 years, which is weird. So yeah, it's a fun place to be. There's a lot of energy, positive energy on our set. If you came and visited it, you would probably walk away going, my God, there's such nice people. The whole crew and cast, they're just really nice people to be around and spend your days around. I feel lucky.
You mentioned Sandra. How many times a day do you get people asking you, when is Christina coming back? I think people have had such a, in Irish we call it a graw. We've got a love for you two guys.
Yeah.
What's that like? That must be nice that people, after all these years, still remember you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Sandra was a special, special person, I mean, I feel blessed that I got 6 years to be her scene partner and not just learn more about acting from her just by working with her, but also just the way her mind works and her generosity of spirit, her sense of fun and absurd sense of humor. She's one of the best friends you could have as a friend. She's a no bullshit. She'll completely tell you what she thinks. So you always know that you're getting the truth from Sandra Oh. She's a very inspiring person to be around, and yeah, I think the chemistry between those two characters was very special. So yeah, I feel very lucky for that.
Is there any scene throughout, all those years that always sticks out to you that you kind of go, wow, I was part of this, this was me?
Yeah, I mean, I remember that scene where Owen had to when Owen had to, you still there?
Yep.
Yeah. When Owen had that waking nightmare because he had PTSD and he was strangling Christina in his sleep. He woke up and she was traumatized. I remember that being a scary scene to shoot, and I just remember thinking, wow, this is intense. This is a TV show, but we're really talking about something that's, at that time, veterans coming back from Iraq was a very immediate thing that was happening in real time. So yeah, I think that was one of the strongest memories for me in the early years, was that sequence with her.
During lockdown, I know in Ireland we're now in the 3rd lockdown of the last year. A lot of people, because I don't even want to ask you stuff about current stuff, because a lot of people are going back to watch Grey's Anatomy or going to binge watch it and all that. Are you finding that when you're on social media now, that you've got a new wave of people that are watching and experiencing the heartbreak and the happiness and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah. My daughter just recently watched all the seasons, because she was kind of a little girl when we were shooting it all, and now she's 18, and and she comes up to me and says, she'll just be like, "Oh, why did your character do this? He's so annoying." And I'm like, "Which season are you on?" She was like, "Season 7." So it's funny that she's watching it right now. It definitely, the fact that all these kind of streaming platforms came into existence. When I started, I had to go to the supermarket and buy a box set of the show, which a lot of people watch those box sets, but now you can just click a button and go back and watch all these shows. So I think definitely that's part of why we've lasted so long, is because of the streaming platforms.
And the fact that, like, there's so many episodes. It's not that there's, 10 seasons, but, 10 episodes. Like, you've got Chocker, like, there's so many.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
With the lockdown, like with your show as well, that how you dealt with the likes of Corona and all that, was that really strange for you guys? Because you're a medical show, so you have to get everything bang on. There has to be. Was that really busy on set for you guys? Was that more pressure on you guys to know what you need to know and have the real like there is real doctors beside you?
Yeah, yeah, we have amazing doctors who. And we get educated about the evolution of COVID-19 all the time. We had a big conference call yesterday about COVID-19 and about where we are in the vaccine. And so I feel like we're very educated on it. And again, it feels like we are doing almost like a public service. We're getting to show the audience what's going on in these hospitals, and the stress and the exhaustion and the psychological pressure and sacrifice that all these doctors and nurses are making on our behalf. And I think especially with all this misinformation that's going around about COVID, I think it's almost like we're helping the cause of actually helping to push the truth of what's happening out there. Because these crazy people who think it's all made up or that they shouldn't have to wear masks, I think we're definitely helping sort of dissolve all the misinformation by going, here, this is what's happening right now with all these amazing heroes, and they should be held up as heroes, the people that are working in hospitals just now.
Have you been, you probably get asked this all the time, but has there been times where people have mistaken you and gone, look, there's something wrong with my friend here, can you help me?
I haven't had that yet, thank God, because I wouldn't be much help.
And like, we can't have an interview without talking about Meredith Grey. Like that would, like, do you ever have, like, I always think about, that if people would ask you about it, is there times where people like what's she like, what's Bailey like, how is that for you when like they want to know everything about these people, thinking that they're real characters?
Yeah. I mean, it's just a testament to how passionate the fans are about the show and how well those characters are written. And Chandra is one of my favorite people. Ellen's amazing, and it's just a great thing to be part of. I feel really proud to be part of it.
Amazing. And before I wrap up, I'm from Dublin in Ireland. People in Ireland have such a love for you because of Father Ted. So we just want to say, you're still being shown on RTE2 here in Ireland. So can I just say, you're still
the biggest lingerie department in Ireland, don't you know? That was just after I did Trainspotting, and I was a huge fan of Father Ted. And then they asked me to do this little skit in the Christmas special. I didn't know it was going to be on every single Christmas for the rest of time. So every single year I get all these messages of photos of me looking young, and it's brilliant. I love it because, it's one of the funniest sitcoms in history. So to be part of that, just even in a small way, and for it to be repeated every year, it's really brilliant. I love it.
Amazing.
I had the best time when I filmed that with them down in County Clare. Like the amount of Guinness we drank and just the laughs we had, it was a good time.